where on the other end, though, LG had a very strong attacker side with the same comp as C9 against EG. So I'm liking this clash, and I'm liking how it starts off right now with the stronger side for C9 and what could be the stronger side for LG, because we haven't seen too much defender side of LG on this comp.
Yeah, it's very, very true. Maybe we won't this time if they do the same thing that they were able to do to the EG and get that score line, flip the tables. And they know all about those 13 and single-digit games, 13-1, 13-2s, since that was their last outing here. And we talk about C9's kind of lost. They're looking to repair that if they play just as scary as they did on Haven. I don't see a problem with it, but Mata, literal perfect strafe out and takes out the head of Leaf. No first blood for him on this map.
I just love those little taps. 2-tap classics, dropping one, taking showers control, taking the orb. Players now pushing in for LG on the attacker side at you. Take with the frenzy. Retaliate back by Zeppa, but the trade is perfect for Luminosity. Now a 2-player advantage on the attacker side. The plan is soon to come in at the default spot for EPC. You have one still trapwire, still trademarks rather, watching that flank as you still have B-Dog up. While the rest of C9, the last 2 players, one already in the back of that EPC, has fallen from the hands of Mata. Great job for LG in the end to secure the pistol round. Much needed here.
Yep, 2 trademarks over there at B, just on the mini-map you can see. Guarding the path from Hookah out and guarding the path from Long B out. Meaning, LG says, we can just go forward. Don't have to worry about what's behind us. Cover each other, get some hard angles, and get deep into the site. U-Haul's covered. L-Box is covered. They did a really nice job of setting up a quick early round defense for their attack and then pushing that attack into A site. LG with the first round.
Bala mentioned also at the desk 0-9 in like opening opportunities for both Mata and for B-Dog on that previous map. This map here are able to get first blood and also closing that map or closing a round for Luminosity, taking this bonus round in this round here, pushing Mitch back at low HP already, having and forcing Cloud9 to forfeit Hookah.
Just trying to read there. Happy to see that. They'll trade it back. Ooh, a nice read there by Mata. Almost catches Mitch and Zeppa on the eco push.
Yeah. It's really nice, actually, from seeing Zeppa throwing the paint shells, and then Mata saying, okay, well, off that creates space. They're probably going to jump back in. Let me use mine. So he pushes back, and now C9 still has no coverage of Hookah. They have to play it under window, where they split could actually do a lot.
Look at this lurk. Good respect being given as LG wants to receive C9 as they come in, but Moose is on the loose right now. You may call them back over or at least look for the frag before that happens. We're waiting for the TP here.
Just trying to make sure where those last players are at, and now it's
here
confirmed.
We go.
We've cleared out the whole A site. We haven't really cleared out showers yet, right? So we're going through the teleporter. We're not even going through showers. We're just going to pinch back towards short just in case, right? The wall is going to help for a bit. It's probably going to get boosted up by Moose. The flank's coming back for C9, and that's B-Dog going to work with that Headhunter, getting 2 headshots with it, too.
Bye-bye. Nice shots there. Flawless prime gaming round, and there were a lot of chances that C9 played correctly to take out LG. LG read those, absorbed the paint shells, moved in, took another frag, and overall Moose just slowly working the site here. I mean, that's what you get out of Viper on buy-in when you're on attack, right? She can work her own wall, create her own angles, knows exactly what the timing is, and Astra continues with the other side of the team. LG working that well here as we get to our first bonus round. B-Dog looking for just the headhunters this round? Oh, he's just going full eco for the team.
Might want to see B-Dog on the operator on the attacker side.
Exactly.
See how that's going to work out now. As Luminosity are working as a group, 3 guys towards Long, 2 towards Sands, and they've already lost one in the process trying to take control of Hookah. As we do have Zeppa in there. One teleporting away. Another player has fallen for LG.
Looking at LG's money, still quite decent here, obviously. And they should be able to get that operator online, but C9 looks to make this their own flawless. Through receiving one last round, Zeppa makes that a little more true. And I think they've identified the last 2 just between the rifles being fired at alternate times.
And the Aldron will confirm that as well.
Yep.
Forcing a swing off Tig. Last one is going to go through the teleporter, and are we going to hunt him down? Not yet. Just going to try to see if they need to hinge and control towards Hookah. See if they could pick up some weapons. And at least for Dazzle, silver lining as he gets the orb control to build up the Hunter's Fury into the further rounds. Also now 8 ult points left for the Hunter's Fury. Gonna look for isolating these duels if he can.
Oh, he must feel so pinched right now. He's like, I need to get out of this. They haven't opened the doors, which means they're all around me.
Everything's being watched.
Yeah, nightmare moment. Ooh. Leaf with a quick tag as Dazzle tries to jump in. And that is going to be the first round for C9 once they got those Vandals online. Phantom here for Zeppa as he cleans up sight and very nicely for a bit. And we'll see what happens for the next round of LG. Can they keep momentum? They've been playing where they think C9 is going to be more aggressive, right? We saw the eco round. They gave a lot of space there, and they said, well, if you're going to be aggressive on B, push A. Maybe we see that again where they figure out where C9 might be aggressive, has pushed, and we get a bit of a lurk here to figure out if we can get a 1v1 from G. Showers and across the map. We'll see if this becomes their default as the game goes on.
Little Prime getting flawless for C9 to answer back on Prime getting flawless that LG had on that previous round. So now you see Vanity playing with a judge, but usually this judge is like a Viper Wall judge inside the hookah, but we're using it towards the A site instead for the decay smash into the A side. Lots of sprays going in towards the A side though, where Zeta falls early. So that's a good advantage for LG to start with.
And just waiting still. I kind of like this. Read the map, pressure it a bit, and waiting not all the time, but does produce movement in the defensive squad. You'll get somebody leaning off their original angle. A lot of the times you can start to engage if there is something that happens. A kill happens on the side across the map. Some people will go on that base that just there's a distraction on your screen, right? If all else fails. That's kind of the last straw type of engage. Here it's going to be a two-man team for Showers for LG as Leaf hold it down with a Viper.
Satchel charge on the top as we see Viper utility on the attack being used. Trying to split out the... Sorry, this is on the defense actually, trying to prevent the attackers from coming out of Showers. But we got 13 seconds left on the clock for the attackers. LG's forced to move in and Dazzle gets a nice wall bang onto Leaf as you see off screen. Plant is going to go down. Zeppa's trying to chase it through, and he's going to be able to get that surprise kill onto Moose, but good positioning on the trade for B-Dog, who continues to shine in his first half. Gravity well to delay towards you. 4 players playing the post plant now for LG, making things very difficult for Mitch and Vanity, as Mitch, the one with the stronger rifle, is trying to create that space. Creeping up now towards the shower. B-Dog holding it tight towards the wall, and they'll never spot him. Now this recon dart's going to be everything. So they're going to spot Mitch, take him down, and it's time to do the econ damage for Vanity. He's going to swing out, going to get spotted by Tig, and that's the high-low on the short A boxes. And LG gets a clean round.
Yeah, so many little points there that we saw in hindsight that could have created such a different situation. And LG did good. They didn't let those situations happen, right? That's the goal. You keep a hard angle, and you make C9 seek you out. That's one of the biggest points of going and touching the spike as well, is to see where everybody pops out of the woodwork. I hope you find one at a time. So 3-1, LG going back and forth this time. They do have the momentum. They have shaken off a bit of game one. It's good to see. And a dart goes into Showers that's cleared out after one ping. Leaf is going to try to take that space for a challenge. Semi-default setup again, but they're just changing it up. They're kind of roaming around the map with different utility and different sources to find where C9 might be.
And the thing that's good right now for LG starting on the attacker side was now they have control of the timings that they want to make, where they didn't have that chance on Mahimi. So now you're playing your strong map, you're playing where you're comfortable, and you get this trade down towards Hookah. Counter paint shells coming out on the defense. That's going to push Mana back for a bit, but he's got the showstopper ready, and it's going to be a double showstopper. It's going to be Rocket Arena, and they're both going to fall. Good trades on both ends, but still a 3-on-3.
You love to see it. Let's see what we have online, though. Almost the same. Besides the Sova and the Chamber, you have all your controller utility from your Astra and Viper, so this can still be worked slightly at a pace that, you know, LG wants. They don't have to rush in here. Smoke some cover, create the angles you want.
30 seconds
Looks like with this push from Tig, yeah, he's looking for audio. They'll get the space in A they need to plant. Will they know they're getting pinched from short of A, though?
This is good for LG.
Plant the spike.
2 smokes. And then you have B-Dog making a lot of noise towards the B side. They force to rotate out, but you talked about the short side. This is Leaf creeping back up. And as you lean out, the wall comes up. He gets the kill onto Moose. Looking for that second battle here towards Showers. He leans out, but it's Tig on the bench. And then B-Dog with the pinch from the behind. So Vanity is going to be on his own. Has to get this kill fast. And he gets the kill from the gravity well, so he can just stick it for now, at least to get it halfway. So you have to force the hand of B-Dog. He hears the run up towards Heaven side. And now we're out. No. We're going to have a smoke towards that top side. Actually, it's onto the smoke itself. Onto the spike, and he gets the full defuse.
He had to reload too coming out. That's how much chaos was going on. What a monster. As well, that it played out well that Vanity heard that because he was
he almost got owned by his own gravity well.
Yeah. That gravity well too to play it smart. Like you said, knowing the rotation was coming from across the map from B-Dog. Did not give him a chance. So C9 pull out the clutch round.
The Red Bull clutch.
Red Bull. He's got some wings in there. And now we'll see if they can keep this up. The rockets going down on each side here. The teams are pulling out all the stops early for this one. And again, they did not have the bounce in last time. Remember that. That dart was cleared by Leaf. Mata was trying to take advantage of taking Leaf out right there. So LG is varying the plays nicely.
That's the speed you wanted. The pistol round where even Mata got some nice pistol kills at the beginning against Leaf was the satchel charges you wanted to see. So nice little gravity well to a recon dart to allow Mata to get there and also prep up the Hunter's Fury for Dazzle as he picks up the orb. This allows now for LG to go for a full pop into the A site. Cosmic Divide is available. Hunter's Fury to push back. Viper's Pit into the A site. As you see this 3-2 set up for LG looking to engage this A site.
Take flight. What divided?
Oh, throw up Cosmic Divide almost right away here from the attacker side.
Hangs a few. We move in right now for the plant for Mata, so we could build up at least a showstopper, and there's that Hunter's Fury as we mentioned before. We are pushing in a little bit here for C9 on a lesser buy, are still making a couple of conversions on kills, taking the advantage into this round, and a flank from a tool de force from Mitch. Leaving now Dazzle on his own somehow. Everything has fallen on this pulse plant. Shock Dart on default. Forcing a spray. This will allow Zeta to clean out and sweep out with a double swing. And he still gets the kill in the end. So a clean retake for C9 right after that. And should have been something that looked good for LG with the amount of ultimates that he used.
That's kind of what you hope, right? You domino those ults into the next round. It keeps falling in your favor, yada yada, and you feel good about just getting another one, right? B-Dog will be stepping up. He'll have a tour de force this round though, but Mitch was able to break through that back line during all the starting chaos, and somehow Cloud9 just absolutely swarms the site. U-Haul control was already there. And it seems like the shower control for LG almost is a false sense of security once they get that portion of the site and get out. It's that they hadn't cleared everything behind them yet, or in front of them, I should say, since it was behind the site. And that was kind of a trap they set themselves up with, unfortunately. C9 was able to pounce right on it.
We're looking to pounce into U control as well.
Or mid. Or short A, I should say. They have those trademarks behind him again, too, which makes you think they gung-ho straight up mid. But that's not the case. What is this?
Yeah, we forced a teleportation release for Moose into Sandside, and we're trying to clear Hookah. But there's no alert going back towards short A, so we have started to commit towards this B side. Trying to see if we get enforce out this gravity well, but it's still going to stay inside Hookah. At least forced out the pain shells on a defense for Zeppo is still going to try to hold it here. A little bit of ability being shown, looking for the spray and connects with the headshot onto Mata. Satchel charges to push one back, recall of a star to allow Zeppa to get another duel here, another battle. Looking for the Ferrari peak, and he falls back to safety with a nice snake bite actually on the ground to allow him to escape.
Yeah, nobody was able to push him there and close the distance.
30 seconds left.
Leaf.
Oh, he hears the thunder footing here. So that allows now Zeppa to go for the blind ult into short, the Owl Drone to push Leaf away, but he's still getting backed up by Vanity right here, which is why Vanity is able to drop that spike carrier. Now he's pinged up with a recon dart, but like we mentioned before, those two fighting together here left and right. They go perfectly for the trades and only lose one player to take the lead on Bind.
Just looking at all those orbs outside of B, LG was almost ready, taking a bit of hookah control, and they're like, oh, or stars rather, not orbs, and they're like, well, that's a gravity well. That's a lot of control. And then they get away from Zeppa since they can't take him down. They head towards A, and they find that they have to walk out of a Viper's pit just to see what's on the other side. That's so tough because you have, what, 3 angles at least, middle between truck and L, right of L, and anything showers since they didn't have showers control that time. So really C9 doing a great job of stalling the rounds out to make sure LG is pressured into these positions now, and now pressured into a bit of an eco. 2 Vandals on the side there.
At least here with this eco, or I guess we have hero buys, so let's see what happens with this, says Moose. It's a lot of lead there from that burst shot from that judge. That's one to fall, but as this quiets down for a bit, information now spotted. Aldron's about to come out. A little bit of a combination here with pain shells and gravity well. At least it pushes back the attack indeed. Forcing one on the teleportation, make that even 2, and Elite lurk now towards short B, or long B and short B. But they're just losing players, so this gives me the time to just say, Riv, I kind of really didn't like that push that they had on that previous round for LG. I mean, they did a great job to get into you to break down that that trademark that was there, but then forfeited the map control they got on short already. When you force everybody back towards sand side, and it's like, oh, wait, we've lost some players. Let's try to work back towards the A side. Dazzle's on his own. He can't really owl drone into the Viper's pit to allow his teammates to go through. It didn't really work out too well. I mean, you forfeited too much in that spot. And speaking about forfeiting, we're about to forfeit this round now for LG. As Mana's only on 5 HP, and it's going to be an easy kill there for Mitch. So 2 rounds now unanswered for C9.
Yes.
As they take the 5-3 scoreline. Short side A is where they find a little bit of trouble, and hookah as well. So we have to find ways to push even Zeppa back away from the hookah side. And waste the utility a little bit faster here for Leaf inside B site if he's there to support Zeppa. But we're not really forcing C9 to have to change their playstyle to play aggressively because they have the control of this first half after these last rounds.
3,300 is the max that an LG member will have next round. So this is super important. You see him focusing. This is perfect. Dazzle gets the ult orb here, and then they can get that online. Mata's 2 away. So close, just on deck there for his showstopper. And they're still giving that shower consideration before they push it.
Great start, great
slow.
punish on 2
word.
kills. So that's 1 towards showers, 1 towards hookah, and that's what we talked about. We wanted to maybe waste the utility early if we can, or if you're able to catch them off guard like that, just as LG did, great start. So they haven't really gone to hookah yet to pick up the orb. Just want to play this a little bit more patiently just in case somebody back was there. And Vanity now, because they've lost players for C9, you're forced to push a little bit more and regain your map control on the defender side. And LG continues to punish C9. Things are looking very good right now for LG finally after this timeout. As we are now executing inside this A site. Snakebite on the ground, pain shells, the swing from Mata. He wins that duel against Zeppa, leaving now 1 more to go. The silver of C9, Zeta, moving upside towards the heaven spot of A site. And LG didn't want to forfeit any map control on the A side. They're just really holding all angles possible to get this priming even flawless.
I mean, that was flawless. I was going to say it was clean, but no, it's flawless. That's exactly what I wanted to see from LG on Haven, from that Prime Gaming flawless. So that's pretty much the only one situation that was a real 1v1. There, they set themselves up on an angle. They push with the team. It's all these things that, as I was saying on Haven, add the percentage that will allow you to win that firefight. They were taking chances a lot on Haven. There, they were setting themselves up for success. And LG needs to start doing more of that because it looks so clean that way.
Yeah, and the story that we saw from Haven was them not winning their duels, where everything just seems to be landing for C9 from execution to just duels. And to see that LG was able to do that on that previous round, it gives you a little bit of hope. And with the hope is the Hunter's Fury that's going out on the A side. The Cosmic Divide, though, to hold the push as it's laid down by C9, and Zeppa now is saying this is enough. Gets the first blood. Vanity and Zeppa continue to go to work, but then here comes that showstopper from Mata. Paint shells back into the site. The spike is down as they're scaling across the other end. And that, as we blink and switch through players, everybody's dying from LG.
Oh, my word. It's just the back and forth. never helps you if you're down, but LG is still trying to persevere in these fast strats after they run a slow one. Cloud9, however, is seeming to be a bit stronger in those chaotic situations. Their comms are just clean cut right now, allowing them to just trade off each other, be in the right position at the right time, and not overpopulate what needs to be happening. It seems like when they do need to react, C9 just, it's a, like you said, it's just a snap. It happens. Round's over just like that. Here we have a little hookah control coming through. We'll get Mitch back with the operator. You'd love to see it.
It's a teleportation rendezvous back on the top, and he just saw the head of Take. Whiffs another shot with the operator that allows Mater to move out, get a couple of wall-bang shots, putting down on low HP. Leaf manages to stay alive with 7 HP. And that's now hookah forfeited.
This is what they just did the round before when they won.
Yep.
Except the kill didn't come out from B-Dog and Showers, and that was a kill from Mata onto Leaf. This time Leaf gets away with very low health, and do they run the same strat following now without the frags? We'll see how this strat now plays out with everyone still alive and what the mid-rounding becomes of it.
And
Looks
the mid-round
like
is
going towards B, yeah.
Exactly. And while that happens, we still have 3 players on the B site for C9. So they haven't bitten into any type of fake so far. They're still stacking into the right site. As Mitch, again, you heard it, he's missing a couple more shots, and Moose finally is able to get the kill on the lurk on A side, but here's the swing out from Leaf. At 7 HP, still gets 2 kills. And now Mitch is vulnerable in the back. Lots of pressure moving in. We saw the gravity well. We saw the snake bite as well. And now it's LG just pulling all the way back towards the A side, right into the hands of Zeppa, who's just winning at U-Haul. 13 seconds left on the clock. Perfect opportunity to just play the off angle out in the open. And there goes Moose with the kill. So that's going to allow the plant to happen for LG. Rotations now for C9 towards spawn side. 2 players moving in, 1 on the flank. And that's Leaf on the low HP. Mata's also low on HP. As Mitch has this operator looking outside here, as tucked in the corner is going to be Moose with that Phantom inside Showers. We're pinging it out. Leaf's still going to work.
How?
It's so low HP. But you have
Just
2
sneeze
players that
on
are
him.
still in good position right now. Take, just running that clock down. Moose hearing the footsteps. Now 1 peeking out, and that's perfect there.
1 enemy remaining.
Viper orb to come out. Snake bite on the ground. Take gets another kill on the short, and
Mitch.
that's Mitch on his own now. Clock is ticking down. Take forced to peek out.
Oh my word.
It almost hit. It almost hit because it was halfway, so you understand why Take had to swing out, and he manages to get that kill onto Mitch. 6-5 is our scoreline as LG needed that.
That was a spicy round. I loved every part of it. Leaf doing something and asking the gods for help at like 10 HP to get all those frags. Beautiful job by him, and a fantastic job by LG as well to delay here. That's the game that C9 played all throughout Haven. A lot of the times LG would kind of take the site and be ready, and they didn't have enough time. There they did a great job of, again, holding the angles in the post plant, making sure they didn't give up too much room, and C9 was left without a defuse. LG looked to tie this first half. They switch it up again, populate this short A area, see if it works out. A lot of util.
Cosmic Divide, only 1 player towards the A site, and that is Vanity, trying to do the best he can to wait for his teammates to come around. Here comes the Viper's Pit on top of that,
Spike planted.
and now it's planted inside. We do hear Elisa the Fuss coming out here on the defense from Mitch. We're now creeping in towards Hookah. Take is now spotted around the corner, and it's a trade-off. Now Aldron's about to come out from Zeta. It's going to try to spot back into you, which allows Zeppa to move in with the showstopper. We're still trying to ping him out. He's waiting for it. And here's the satchel charge in, and it connects onto B-Dog. Another to fall, but the Viper Pit's still up. Mitch is going to work, spam it across. Zeta through the smoke. The Viper Pit's coming down, so Dazzle's on his own on a 3 versus 1. They're going to start this defuse for C9. The swing out as Zeppa falls and loses that fight. We're pinging across. They're trying to get the spray. The recon dart, but he runs out of bullets. Back to the classic, get the kill, but it's still going to be the defuse for C9 to end the half 7-5 in their favor as we now go into a break. That allows LG to get back a few rounds. They salvage a few after a timeout. As Tarek's watch party would say, we now have a game on our hands in the second half, Riv.
I like that. Let's go. I love a close game. It pushes the pistol round, I think, a little bit more. You know, when you need to get it, make sure you can tie it up in 2, because the bonus means that you actually get the lead, and that's a great shutdown, because if you get the lead on a bonus round, you're pushing 2 more usually after that equal. At least 1 more, I should say. So with all that random numberage I'm just talking about aimlessly, let's look at what they have here for pistol round.
It's good numbers, though.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good number. I mean, it works. It
Yeah.
works.
And the numbers we talk about are still a 5-on-5, and this is a standard setup that we see from C9. The pressure that you have, allowing Mitch to get in through the teleporter and TP back towards Showers, and you could still run a lot of numbers here into a stack of the B site because the rotate happened right after as well. So C9 are still holding very strong towards this B site, while for LG, or excuse me, it's the opposite. LG playing the same way as C9 played at defense, sorry.
Right,
It looked
right.
so much like Mitch's setup that I was like, oh yeah, that looks like a C9 play.
Yeah.
So you probably see here from LG, they're studying that C9 playstyle on pistol.
Just making sure they can focus forward, right? That's kind of what I call it. Being able to focus forward when you have the flanked watch. Something you can't do with KJ, but we'll see with the others. And they looks like they are going to take it, not fake it. And Dazzle comes up with 2 goes straight away.
Ooh, a frenzy as well, and Dazzle is just holding strong. That's beautiful there for LG. Like we said, standing their grounds and not really doing anything much after you had B-Dog teleport away into the A site because he still have numbers advantage for a stack on B. And it was just a beautiful crossfire setup in the end.
What is up with LG pistol rounds? Like some of the, like obviously C9 had a really nice one on Haven, but since I feel like LG has just had these 1, 2. Oh, what? How are they cleaning them? Wait, I didn't even think they jumped out yet, kind of stuff. And nice read there to just have positioning on C9 start. That's what we wanted. Now we can see all my gibberish come to fruition. If they can get this and their bonus, they're sitting pretty, Vans. This is what casters love. What you say is true.
Yeah.
Here's the clear on Shower Dart is. Whoa! Dirty Dog and Mata, the full house of those two. That was pretty gross. Do you want to just take the next round? Because I had that one.
Oh, it's all good. Prime Gaming Flawless. I
word.
mean, we talk about these shots that want to land. You talk about this and that for building the economy up at least. On both ends, it's going to be LG that capitalizes on that. So well done on their end. And that allows for them to have a very strong bonus round. And B-Dogs, with those kills, are getting closer and closer, at least also, to a tool de force on the defense. So they're not out of this yet. We talked about how strong C9 were on the defense, and they lack a little bit of chemistry, lack a little bit of oomph to actually get some rounds on the attack. And so far it's showing, right? So far it's looking good for LG, and if they continue in this path where C9 has not won a single round on the attack in their last matchup against Xset, LG definitely has a chance to close this off.
I was just looking at that, and I was like, "That's right. That's not a statistical error." Let's see if they can. The momentum is with LG. We working with Phantoms, Vandals across. Vanity has the Bulldog. And look at the close angles that LG's playing. They want a full return on what they can get out of this Spectre. Oh,
Gonna trade this out.
Leaf is so patient. There's the trade. Good call, Vans. They will get it, but will they be able to retrieve that Vandal now?
Still trying to. So we're gonna scout for some information with the boom bot on the ground, and we're just gonna leave that behind. Just try to play the information game instead, and there you go. This allows now Mata to fight back towards Showers if he can, while we still have a little bit of pressure going through towards the B side, and a nice drive-by from Dazzle. This is good, because now Mata could stay inside Showers, doesn't need to show himself. This is going to be a little bit easier to allow Dazzle to move up, and they could double swing out of Showers, but Satchel Charges just came out, so for C9, they know that 2 players are working in there. So Zeppa's pushing through. 1 coming out towards the Heaven side. We now have a crossfire setup, and it's a trade-off from both ends. 7-7 on the scoreline, and the spike has been planted on A side, and it's C9 now on the board with the amount of kills that we're getting. Mata, who was the only sole player on the A side, remains a sole player on the team, and also loses the fight to Zeppa as C9 takes the lead.
Cloud9 clean shots. They gun diff out LG. The rotation over did not provide sonar bolts from Dazzle. All the util was on cooldown, so LG was kind of forced into sight, trying to trade off each other, and Cloud9 already had the defense of the post plant set up, so great job by them to find the round on the bonus and making sure LG's kind of close play there in short A didn't take them off guard too much. Get to the judge here from Mitch. These guys are just trading guns, aren't they? And it looks like they are going to be getting the operator there for B-Dog. He wants to start a statement round, and looks like they want to get a push off Showers here. Let's see how they play it. C9's going to be routed right up this short A side, so the operator could be very effective from the other side of the site without positioning on the flank.
It's fast right now, and Tig almost got caught pulling out utility as this Astra, and manages to get the kill no matter what. So now Mata also continues to hold towards Showers, as C9 has lurked up and actually scaled up rather towards the U-Haul. Hunter's Fury out on defense. It's ringing inside. It connects onto Zeta. As B-Dog's also moving out here with his teammates outside from Showers, and that's a beautiful hold from LG. Great way to answer back, and we continue to go back and forth here, Riv.
Little team ace there. Everybody's participating in that one for LG. Little confidence boost across the squad. And yeah, that feels good. The operator comes online, protected by Mata as well. So they make sure if anybody wants to rush B-Dog, they're met with blast packs and whatnot. And your call out from before gets a little more love. Another Stinger's going to be put into play here for C9. So we're running 2 this time.
Yeah, they're liking these. They're liking these Stinger plays, and it's not that bad, right? Close range, close corridors. It almost melts people down when you're playing close range as you are. Could be another little, like, what? It's 900 credits, if I'm not mistaken, for a Stinger versus the Bucky. And then if you're going to be able to combine that with gravity dolls or whatnot, then that's going to be able to just melt your opponents down.
Yeah.
So
They're cutting the coupons for this round.
Yeah.
They went out and used a little bit of that price reduction. Rotation over here from B-Dog. He's going to get back to site. They already pushed long B a little bit. Not push, but saw quite a bit of it. Leaf's already in, and Mata gets stung.
And Snakebite on the ground just to bite a little bit more. As Zeppa is making his way towards triple, does have a frenzy in hand, and C9 allows, or are able rather, to get the plant towards the APC and also forcing out the Viper's Pit. So now you have a Viper's Pit, frenzy, and Stingers inside the Viper's Pit. This could be very strong for C9. Attempt of the retake coming out as LG are fighting inside, and there you go. Leaf gets the headshot with that Stinger onto Moose. Leaf now at 8 HP. We're spamming with the Phantoms on LG side. We might give up the Viper's Pit quite soon. Now we actually randomly tag one inside the Viper's Pit. And at least Dazzle gets the kill onto Leaf. Still, we haven't made it up all towards the fuse yet. We go for the tap to force out utility, and now we're going to have to force out the last 2 players moving in towards short side. Vanity does connect, though, and he picks up the Stinger for another kill, and it's a 1 versus 1. It's halfway. Zeta's now moving forward and gets a kill with the Stinger again. They cycled the Stingers, and they get the round with it, Rib.
You can see him do the double take. He's like, oh, a gun. Oh, the spike. Goes out there. What a round. Down to the last drop. You can see how much closer this game is, not just based on the rounds, but everybody's going down in each round here. And close to everybody on each round. It's going to get expensive soon. We're almost all tied up again. One more round for LG will do it. And you can see C9's money isn't in the full, like, upper 2000s. It's still getting down there. LG here on the eco. So if they can do a lot of damage this round, it'll really start to mix up Cloud9. A lot of spice being thrown into Showers as if peppered with the paint shells. And C9 still going to keep a focus on towards the A site here with trademarks behind them. Focus forward. And they still have LG's peak long B. So the stack is towards A for LG, Vans.
Crisscross from both Cosmic Divides on both teams. Hunter's Fury coming out, and we're running through, and we're just melting down here, LG on a defense. So the rifles versus the pistols, the rifles prevail. Yeah. And look at that. A little bit of a Bermuda Triangle. Go back to school here with our 90-degree angles, and Snakebites on the ground. Mata dies. B-Dog's on his own. And the wasted, unfortunate tour de force here into this round, because his teammates just couldn't get anything done here. He at least gets one kill for his troubles. That gives the information away.
Yeah, and that, the Tour de Force drew out the respect of the Cosmic Divide. Remember, this was an eco coming in for LG, and C9, they're going to use some ultimates to take the round. Absolutely. Teams, from what happened first map, both teams respecting a bit more of the play here that they're bringing to the table on map 2 bind of the series.
What's been helping C9 at least to gather these rounds on the attack is scaling and cycling their ultimates, at least from the past round to this round.
Yeah.
We talked about the Viper's Pit that was in that round before when they had the lower buy. This time Cosmic Divide and Hunter's Fury to make sure that they are able to get that round right there despite going against an eco. You just want to capitalize on these rounds for Cloud9. Or again, haven't been too strong on their attacker side against Exit, so it looks like pretty well. But now that they've depleted all of these, we have to figure out what we want to do. Zeppa is actually one away from getting a showstopper, so you might have an opportunity to maybe fight for orb control, but they're gonna decide to work for Hookah first.
Oh, considering the peak, playing defensive on everything. If they can do a bit of spam damage, they're looking to do it. Cloud9, that is, sorry. They continue to just pressure each angle, fire a few shots, maybe draw a fight, and if not, get spam damage. I mean, what's the drawback on that, right? You have someone there to trade you, so you can see that being in the mental of C9 at the start of each round. Just the little things there. B-Dog holding firm in that hook or that U-Haul area. Just has a rendezvous behind him.
Pretty good for LG so far because despite from this kill, we've depleted a lot of utility to try to take hookah control. I saw paint shells, boombot, and an owl drone just to take hookah control right now for Cloud9. So they won't have too much utility to get into this B-side execution, potentially waiting for Zeta to get his recon dart back out so they could pop in right after. But here comes a showstopper inside, the spray from Sands, a push in from Moose, and Zeta does get that kill. Now they expect this flank. We're spraying back across to allow Mitch to move up and catch up with Zeta here, so they have that recon dart. Gonna TP and decide to work towards short A side, but B-Dog's still there with a Phantom and a rendezvous in case he misses a couple of shots. Paint shell's out for Mata. B-Dog gets that kill. The spike is down, and things are looking good for LG in the end.
What a tricky peek by Mata there to draw out fire, draw out a visual. And Vanity says, yeah, at this point it's a bit better for me to look for an alt orb and frag and save. Oh my word, LG continue to push back. This was a big round for them too, Vans. You consider what the economy was, you can see a lot of them are on 0 credit.
You wanted Mata and B-Dog to perform here and not think about what happened on Haven, are definitely performing in this part right now. As much on the defense as on the attack, they're allowing to keep this game close now for Luminosity against Cloud9, where we come back from a timeout for Cloud9. We have a showstopper ready here on the attack. We want to know what we want to do with this, because we are also one orb away to have Mitch with the dual defaults, but he's opting to default more towards the B side. Trying to go for the showers control here, as it should spot out at least some utility. Oh, actually, it missed. They're trying to get it through the doorway to try to close on the backside, but it rings out on the left. Paint shells now on both ends. Now they know that at least the Raze is playing towards shower side, and still trying to see if we want to go for the showstopper play inside A. We say no for Cloud9. We're backing up towards B.
They have the slow treatment on B, double trademark. And they're actually leaning. So Cloud, this is that kind of take a little bit in the round and make a distraction. That was Moose in sight. Moose went out of sight. He's back now, but the timing of those rotations is something teams really can take advantage of. Focusing on the strat at hand, though. Dog does not get pinged, but he is seen, and he's going to stay up top.
Oh, that's so good. Good bait there from a rendezvous, so that's a showstopper away, but somehow Zeppa still gets a spray through the smoke. Moose falls down, but B-Dog's holding in the back end, so he gets another one for his troubles towards elbow. Now Leaf looking at the flank, expected that. Take has fallen down. No smokes here to allow the retake to happen for LG, so they have to work with the utility that they have. And what is that? Nothing. A satchel charge, rendezvous just charged up for B-Dog, but they have no recon dart for Dazzle, so you have to fight back towards elbow. That's a 140 damage, and Dazzle sprays through the smoke, so we have a 3 versus 3. Closing into the site right now with 2 players holding towards the post line at long B for Cloud9. Only Mata's pushing forward, looking for the trade-off, and there's that perfect recon dart. It actually pings onto the second player as they both fall. We have one on the defuse. We're trying to get the spray from Leaf. It does not connect as B-Dog comes in for that swing and the kill and the defuse for LG to tie up the scoreline 10-10.
What a battle we have for each one of these rounds. You called it. It's the Sova util is something they continuously have to wait for on these rounds. You get the timing of that signature ability coming back up the sonar bolt, and it's something you absolutely need. There's too many smokes. Having the Astra there, having the Viper there, things to be messed with. And they are, LG rather, are taking these sites so nice. I thought it might have been overweighted to have so many towards that elbow area, since you can kind of just get pinched out by Ooze and B when you start trying to come out of there. They made it work. Shots are on. LG's firing. It seems like they did have a bit of ramp-up time across game 1 to 2. And they have ramped up.
I try to fight here towards Showers, and Mata denies that right away. Was thinking if Leaf was trying to move with Cloud9 to get that orb and maybe a Viper's Pit outside towards A side, but they just opt to go for some sort of a split. That gets fully denied. So 2 players alive just after that here for Cloud9.
LG's done such a good job at, we talked about it so many rounds ago, right? The long game of doing damage, having these rounds where C9's always going down. So where it comes to it, they won't have enough money to be buying on their rounds. They can't just keep folding over into ultimates and then continuing to win. LG did a lot of work to get back to this position and make sure C9 had this eco round. And if they don't lose anybody, they are very well set.
And the Owl drone from the defender side of LG went towards Sand, so they don't know that they're creeping up, but unfortunately, we're looking back towards shoulder side, and it almost missed. Should I say elbow there?
30 seconds left.
But at least Moose saves that. That spike down, up shot missed by Mitch. Still, you reload faster with the dual defense, lands that second shot. 20 seconds left on the clock, could still be at least doable for Mitch to do a little bit more econ damage if we're a little bit complacent. Or Luminosity. Jump peaks to spot. We're still swinging through. We want to fight it. You're fighting against a free ability from the ult. He almost gets that kill onto Moose. And Moose allows LG to take the lead in the second map. And Bala talked about it here, Rivington, where, you know, LG got spanked on that first map against Guard last week, and the second map made it very, very close on their map pick, and we're seeing the same scenario against Cloud9.
I mean, it's kind of a question for a lot of teams, right? I think that was one of Sentinel's interview questions yesterday is what's up with map 1? Teams finding their groove, being able to coordinate, making sure the comms are working, and, you know, the trust in everybody is there. I mean, that's always there, right? That camaraderie, but knowing that an angle's help, you don't have to second guess it or look. Like, when your focus is 100% spot on and not deterred by any of those existential things where you'd have to look away from your angle, it's so much cleaner and you're so much more confident in your play. And it seems like LG's hit that pace for themselves where everybody's believing in each other and their confidence and their pushes and their util to help out and assist in a play. Here it's still spread out for Cloud9.
Oh no. Clay Pigeon shooting for a Leaf as it seems the satchel charge missed a bit. Hunter's Fury just to try to slow down. Tig stuck in the corner. We're reading up, and we actually do get the kill for Tig, though. And also the Hunter's Fury connects onto Zeta. So already, again, players are being dropped. Player advantage now for LG. Watching the angle. Easy kill for Moose onto Mitch. So now we're split across the map. One player on each side for Cloud9. Showers control. Looking for a lurk or a fake. Any picks. Maybe a teleportation back if we're able to lurk inside this A site, but we're watching the wrong angle. Tig gets that fight, gets the upper hand. Now Vanity is on his own. The jig is up. They know he's inside B. Just trying to delay here for Moose, and it's a quick kill, at least for Vanity. Recon darts to come out. We know the plant's coming down to teleportation from Hookah. We got 4 stars available for Vanity, though. Let's see what he does with this. He's being sprayed from Spawn and from Hookah. Shock dart. He's able to manage to escape that radius for a bit, thankfully, from the front side of that tin. Almost gets that spray onto his opponent there as Tig gets damaged a little bit more, but we are closing in on the other end. There's that first and second, though. It's up to a 1v1, and Dazzle saves it for LG.
No way, Vans. So big. The patience there in that round pays off. It obviously comes down to the gun control as the util's off the board when everybody's that close to each other. And LG, they are feeling it. It's much more the proactive LG than the reactive here on Bind than we saw on Haven. They were just, it seemed afraid of what Cloud9 can do. And almost in some of the rounds LG had on attack here, they would almost be expecting Cloud9 to know what LG was going to do too much, right? So in an instance, you go to take shower control and you get 1 kill. That round, Dazzle can get his ultimate. So we saw LG sit outside showers for almost ever, saying, well, maybe they think we're going to get ult for Dazzle, so they're about to crush onto it. So LG almost was thinking too much in the side of C9. It seems like they're thinking of their own plays now. They're fluid, and they're making the game work. Before, they were kind of putting too much cerebral pressure on themselves, you know, to get these rounds to work.
Still going back into that storyline where C9 doesn't always have the best of successes on the attacker side either here, Riv. So
That's true. That's such a good point to bring up. Like kind of losing that pace and not then knowing how to read a team as much. It's definitely a different pace here from what C9 showed on Haven, and I love that point that they aren't able to get as many rounds here on attack. We're seeing it again.
now Cloud9 has to get 2 more to bring this into overtime. We have one scaling up here towards the A side. Viper's Pit out as Zeppa gets a kill into Hookah though. This is a big one that has fallen. We could still try to go for a plan if we want to, but we're just trying to see where we're leaning forwards to. Look at B-Dog. He's still on top of the APC. Mona's playing just outside of the Viper's Pit. Satchel charge in. Now underhand throw of the paint shells. And there's B-Dog with that hit onto Mitch. A teleportation coming out, but it's still a fake out. We rotated 3 players out. Another TP. This is so huge. Is Leaf going to swing outside of this as he hears the footsteps running back? And it's a fake from Mata. And he thought that he had the big brain there, and Leaf gets the kill. 10 seconds left, and now the plant coming down for C9. And everybody else from LG has rotated towards spawn side. So you give this up. Do you want to play? You got a lot of rounds that you won, though, for LG. So you still see the economy is really good for the last round. So you have to go for it now on the defender side. We're scaling now into U-Haul with B-Dog at the point. One dropping in towards Heaven side for LG. As a snakebite slows down the push from B-Dog, who's still looking for the first blood on this retake. Still hiding inside the Viper's Pit. A crossfire coming in. As he sprays across, Leaf to come out. And Leaf does get that kill onto Dazzle. And the numbers are looking good, at least for the post plant. What looked pretty good for C9, but there's only one more to go. Vanity's about to peek out. B-Dog gets the kill, and he will not have enough time here. So we still manage to stay alive for C9.
Oh, 4 down. What's the econ like? We see 850 credits there, plus 3,000. So that's a buy for somebody from Zeta. He'll give a gun over a lot or under 39 there. We're going to have light armor buys. C9 is going to be pushing the limit here on this last round, Vans. And this was such a good retake by LG. But again, we have this delay of the round.
Other end, it's still a decent buy. We have a Bulldog for Vanity, still full stars.
Yes,
We're still
he
able to
loves
have
that.
a rifle for Zeppa, but small shields for a lot of these players.
He loves that Bulldog, so he's sitting pretty with his full armor.
Need a perfect execution for C9 now, as you don't have
Absolutely.
any of those ultimates that actually allowed C9 to get these rounds. And perfect executions are not things that we've seen on C9 on the attacker side so far in this battle. A little bit of a spray outside towards Hookah, but the orb still in control, allowing now a showstopper to be available for Mata as well. So things are looking more and more grim here for C9 with this last round of regulation. One getting pinged out. Mata's trying to push them back, and that duel to false misses. And Zeta gets the kill. The showstopper close range, and that's what you want. Run it into the face, not allowing for the showstopper to get a reaction, and Leaf gets the headshot. Pain shells on the take. All of the ultimates are now down. Dazzle's moving in with Moose, and Moose gets the kill onto you, but it's still a 4 versus 2. Spike is now planted. Snake bites are missed, and it's planted right now just outside of Showers with this Viper wall. A crossfire set up, and Moose could play the retake. Thankfully, he is a Viper. That allows her to move forward. Nice shock dart onto the bench side. Nice kill from Moose as well.
Word.
And we've dwindled down the numbers. It's a 2 versus 2. Both players, Vanity and Zeta, are now towards short side. They break a recon dart, but only good for information for at least one player, not knowing that both players are there. Here comes a high-low swing. They're both fighting for it. And there's the trade-off. And now we're trying to get the last one. It doesn't work out. Zeta gets a kill, and we are going into overtime.
Amazing.
Switching sides. Overtime.
Like I said, Vans, a lot of times everyone's going down in these rounds. Not going to matter now that we go to overtime, but you see the pressure both teams are putting onto each other. Each round, almost being able to figure each other out. And then it's such a toss-up for the last 1v1 that we've been seeing. That is the tie game, though, for Cloud9. Like you said, had to be flawless. They pressure into A. Zeta's able to come up with that last play that they require. And we'll see how they play the overtime. Do they replicate any strats that they had before? Spikes down, so they're going to put the feelers out here. Darts towards Showers. Both have double stars set up. They're ready. I think this is like textbook setup, gentleman's agreement to start overtime. Let's go. C9 versus LG.
Textbook LG script as well. Another matchup that goes into overtime on the second map, and if you're a fan of LG, you want to pull out your Genji Tactibear summoning to hopefully see LG bring this into a third map. And as they start off on the attack, they are looking for a little bit of showers control, but it's also met by opposition. 2 players playing inside there, and that's Vanity and Leaf. A little bit of a delay, and it's a stalemate with no control whatsoever on either end.
Hollow in the Boomba. Not much coming of that just yet. What the timing is so good.
That's so good.
The timing is you're erased.
I mean, how many times have you done that, right?
Yes. Oh, he considered. He's like, maybe I get on the box. Oh no, wait. This is certain death. Went to blast pack. Already blew up. Just added to the explosion.
Way too late. Fireworks inside hookah. And that's C9 with the lead on defense. Now pushing forward, the cannon of the gun peeks into the smoke, and Vanity is looking for that double. Will not work. Now as Dazzle continues to lurk forward, Leaf trades it back though on short A side, and that's Tig on his own. Spike on the back, 23 seconds left on the clock. Might go for a fake plant if he wants to. Shock Dart's coming in from spawn side, double. He will stick the plant and will get it. A 3 versus 1, looking to fall back while the Nebulas are still available. Still has 2 stars to work with. Places one down onto the spike. A recon dart seems to be coming outside right now for information, and they know that he's not towards pocket, not towards towels, and he puts a 2nd star on the ground. There's that first gravity well. A Viper's, should I say, a cloud coming out here from Leaf, and it's still, speaking about clouds, Cloud9 getting the round.
Yeah, and look at that. Leaf picking up enough to even grab the ulti on that round, so you can see how much work he was doing. Tig almost going big. That was close, but the orb being put down there at the end by Viper, you just give your that one angle's open. That's the exact angle Leaf was looking at. So, not too right there. Not too much you're gonna be able to do from that. Little comms. Who can lip read? What did he say?
Oh, you know. Let's continue to keep calm, cool, collected.
Is everybody wearing their special headphones? We good? I mean, guess that's old days. He's moved on, but we can all hope.
We have the special headphones from back then, like when we had to wear like 2 headsets. Remember those days?
Oh yeah.
One for the ears and one for the microphone somehow, but we're dating ourselves here.
Oh, this is nice gravity well to stop this, Vans.
That's such a sick delay from LG, actually. Owl Drone that came out, but then we also had the gravity well, boom bot for information. It blows up on top of that, and you swing out for a spray. And it's looking to be a flawless so far for Luminosity Gaming. Owl Drone back on the defender side to get information and on their turn, spotting one towards the showers and forcing him back. And still trying to figure out what the last player is at. Zeta's holding in towards the A cubby. His Vanity has been forced to fall back, and you just heard the shots. So we're inching in, we're pinching in as well. Not going to be good at all here for Zeta. And we are looming into a double overtime as shot darts are going in to swing out, and a prime gaming flawless there for LG.
Through the telly. One after the other. Now they say, all right, how's your defense, Cloud9? It seems to be the strong point of everything, right? We go back to C9 having a bit of a falter on grabbing these attack rounds. And we'll get that answer once again. We see a wall going up here. The sky cam gives us the info on A. So it looks like they work the spike towards A. LG will have spike in hand to start this off.
Default.
So default, but I feel like as well, a frag means, okay, it was just a dart. I was like, spike towards A only really moves if there's a frag across the map, but if it's just utility usage, they're going to reset here and figure out how they continue to move forward. So they put a little bait towards A, right? You're right, great call on Mitch there. Operator watching short, very close, ready to rendezvous at any moment. Oh, he doesn't have his rendezvous out. Ooh.
It's on. It should be. There's a little bit of gold lines there on the side.
Oh, I do see it up in heaven. Yeah.
So you could bring it back towards heaven side and all back in that area, but has support from Vanity. Misses the shot, but Leaf that was playing towards short A is able to swing out to get the kill onto Moose. So a little bit of a trade-off, a nice little bait, and now you still have good ground control into the A site. But on the other end, LG losing that player are trying to force the hand inside the B site. Zeta now holding back towards the elbow. Vanity pushing through. That's a spike down with a second kill. Mata is pushing forward to try to win this against Zeta as they're spamming through the smoke. We're just trying to get a timing swing out from Mata, but it's still going to be Zeta that takes the upper hand. 5 versus 1. We're going back and forth once again for potentially another Prime giving Flawless, but this time for Cloud9 as they regain the lead and series point.
Indeed, it is Prime Gaming that we are witnessing right now. Just absolute shutdowns on site,
defense.
site and their defensive capabilities. See if LG can do it again. Honestly, it's the answer. That was a little bit of A. That's exactly what Zeta did. He shot a dart.
Trying to hold here. A glass cannon off, but this time it's being held towards the B site. Trying to run trademarks, delays with the wall, and then potentially get an op shot. And also, as you mentioned before, the trademark for a fast rotate towards the A side, where they're gambling towards the B side to start, but for C9, they are looking once again for the showers control. And Gravwell to Gravwell, Paint Shell on the defender side, pushing Zeppa away. Zeppa still fighting for this time on his own. Not going to spot too much here. To run back and get this orb. The satchel charge actually pushed it towards the defender side, but it's going to get held back by Snakebite. But Mitch is pushing towards the short A side. Meanwhile, though, one melts to the Snakebite from Moose, and that's Leaf to fall.
So Mitch now pushing up. Act each other. I loved it. Yeah, Mitch pushing up.
So is Zeppa. But he's not the one that shot the recon dart, so he might still try to get a surprise kill onto Tig. And they fought this before. Zeppa still has to try to figure out a left to right ping, and oh, he ran inside the smoke. This is still really good for Tig to try to get a kill. Recon dart even spots him. He could wrap around the corner and gets one. But at least it's traded off by Mitch as the spike is now planted. Even situation on both ends. Golda Falls coming out. Denied right away. Dazzle, though, coming in outside from triple. It's a 2v1 now as Vanity gets the swing. Dazzle, now the last player standing, knows that there's one inside the A choke point. And they go for the double swing for C9, and they get it to close the series 15-3, as that was a valiant attempt from Luminosity on that second map.